Bwana Waziri, Bwana Waziri, ukiwa hapa kaa kitako, jibu maswali yote ambayo utaulizwa, halafu nadhani tukitoka hapa tutakuja na suluhu ya hili jambo. Na jambo la mwisho, Waziri, unajua punda ni punda. Hata mpake rangi ya ng'ombe umpeleke sokoni saa 6 hatalia kama punda. We will conduct the oath and the oath will be taken by the CS Agriculture, MD for NCPB and Joe. So I'll call upon the Secretary Gloria and the Sergeant at Arms to conduct that exercise.
Chair, with your kind permission, as we await your direction on a matter of camps. Chair, agriculture is devolved and fully lies and the responsibility lies with this committee in the Senate, and on behalf of the Senate and on behalf of the people of Kenya in accordance with the Constitution. You need to bear that in mind while we summon camps, Mr. Chair, because it's a very critical, it plays a very critical role in these proceedings.
Thank you, Senator Manzo. I'll give direction on that shortly. We start with the oathing. Sergeant at Arms, you start with the CS Agriculture, please.
I, Honorable Mithika Linturi, do swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate, this committee, in respect of the matters before the Senate, this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Then go to MD Caps. NCPB, sorry.
Solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate, this committee, in respect of the matters before the Senate, this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Josiah, finally.
Which one is that?
I, Josiah Kiman-Kariki, do swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate, this committee, in respect to the matter before the Senate, this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
And finally, on the KNTC, the acting MD.
I, Peter Njoroge, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate and this committee in respect to the matters before the Senate shall be the truth and whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay, thank you. On the question that was put by Senator from Makueni, Senator Manzo, this is a very important session, and therefore camps were supposed to be here. Therefore, I'll direct that we will summon the camps without any further invitation to appear before this committee. I hope the secretariat has gotten that what I've said. So we proceed, and I think we are now coming to the question time, and I'll give the first opportunity to Senator Chesang to ask the questions, and it be clear whom is supposed to answer your questions. Bwana CS, if a question comes, you can delegate it to any of your officers to answer the question, so that we can proceed with that.
With your kind permission, I think there is a matter we have not dealt with about this thesis, also similar to a thesis the CS has brought to Senate. It seemed to have begun from history, African Union, many things. I thought probably before we ask questions, the CS should explain about this document he has brought to us.
I'll give the CS for that reason to take us through in summary, in brief. Because what I said, Senator Manzo, is anything that will not be explained before this committee, we have the liberty to call and recall the CS to come and answer before the committee. But for that reason, then I'll give the CS an opportunity to take us through the document in brief, which the CS has just submitted, and I'll give you around 10-15 minutes so that we can now proceed with this session.
Chairman, by way of, I would want to begin my submission by asking you to make some things or issues clear before we get in or we delve into the matters that have brought us.
Chair, with your permission, I can still not hear. I think if which the CS could bring the mic near.
Then you have problems with your equipment.
No, Bwana CS, you have to use parliamentary language in this house, please.
But now,
that language is not allowed
if
here.
there is a technical issue here, what do we do?
No.
I can now hear CS.
And he's the only one who is
I
not
can only
hearing.
hear CS. You know I'm a ranking member CS. I've been in this house for 15 years.
Chair,
Under CS, let's proceed. Let's not open an
the
argument.
issues, Chair, that
Yes.
I want you to really be able to guide us on are the following. Chair, you started very well by mentioning where or the part of the Constitution under which you drew your power to call for evidence and documents, which is Article 125 of the Constitution. And the Constitution being the supreme law is not or cannot be challenged by anyone, and I agree with you entirely. But on the same note, you, Mr. Chairman, agree as we move forward, then we must be bound by the law, the rules of procedure, and the precedents that have been set in this House or of Parliament. And I raise this matter because, Chairman, Ms. Manzo is alluding to a thesis. And this document is the same document that I submitted to the National Assembly, because this matter is also being tried at the National Assembly. And the same document, there's no way we can be able to provide different documents for for the same questions, similar facts, and for that matter, it's important for us to be consistent. To ask us, we really ask Manzo to bear with us, because the question call for that in-depth answer and attachments that we've been able to attach. But at the same time, Chairman, ask then, if that is the guiding principle, yes, we are before you to answer issues that have been discussed in the National Assembly. The National Assembly oversights us. I have a responsibility under Article 153, Sub-Article 3, to appear before you and give information and evidence on any matter that may be looking at. So, Chair, I would want you to clarify on whether we will not be breaching the rules that specifically speak and to issues probably of sub judice, because I find somebody who is before this committee as well, who has issues that you are interrogating. I've been
More Radio 88 FM. We are in charge. Radio 88.2 FM. We are in charge. More 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 Radio 88.2 FM. More Radio 88.2 FM. We are in charge. 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 More Radio 88.2 FM.
No fake fertilizer in the country. And the issue, if we are interrogating about value for money that has been spent on this program, then the National Assembly being and especially the Agriculture, Fisheries and Livestock Committee, which oversees use of this money, right, is the committee that probably in terms of value will be really the right committee to deal with. So I would want you to really comment on the issue of jurisdiction, double jeopardy, and finally, Chairman, tell us where we sit in terms of this matter having been discussed at the Senate, at the National Assembly, whether still my answer is not res judicata, because I believe if the law or the Constitution requires us to appear before Parliament, Parliament is the two houses, the National Assembly and the Senate, and we do not have a problem. But it's good for you to clarify that now we can proceed. And Chairman, I'm not trying to guide you on how you must conduct your meeting, because the issue before us is a very, very sensitive issue. And this is a very sensitive issue, and I don't want any impression created anywhere by any member that my subsidy, fertilizer subsidy program in the country, we are distributing fake fertilizer. I would want anyone to use language that is understandable. I would refer to a standard
point of order, Chair.
like substandard.
Yes, hold on. Point of order, Chair. Yes, hold on. Point of order. Chair, we went around the country, and I don't know why the Honorable Cabinet Secretary would want to create the impression that indeed there is no fake fertilizer. There is fake fertilizer. And I think, Honorable Waziri, it is important that we put it and we say the way it is. We saw farmers crying, and I do not know why you'd want to say that there isn't. We saw it with our own eyes. We have photographic and video evidence. Waziri, we have samples in our cars. We can share with you, just in case your officers have not shared with you.
Chairman, it's a principle law that who alleges must prove. I'm the minister in charge of agriculture here. And I am saying that if we want to engage us so that we don't confuse the public, let us use the phrase substandard, not fake. Because there's no fake fertilizer in the country.
Through the chair. Please speak through the chair, please. Bwana CS, before I give Senator Akori and Senator Mondegi an opportunity to talk, you know, it's in record that the president has already ordered for the compensation of farmers. There must be a reason for that. So, Bwana Waziri, as a chairman of this committee, I've also gone around this country. As soon as 2 days ago, we are in Nandi. As you are coming in, you have seen bags of fertilizer there. So, Bwana CS, I think we should be truthful in this matter so that we don't raise unnecessary temperatures in this house. Senator Wakoli, then Senator Mondegi.
Asante mwenyekiti. Ninashangaa sana. Jumba la Senate lina mamlaka kivyake. Jumba la Senate linasimamia ugatuzi, ukulima umegatuliwa. Na tuna haki kikatiba kujadili na kuita yeyote aliyehusika katika mchakato wa kuleta mbolea gushi ambayo tunajadili sasa. Ni kinaya sana waziri kujaribu kudai kwamba sisi tuliokaa hapa tunauliza maswali yasiyokuwepo. Wakenya wanauliza, na katika magala ya halmashauri ya nafaka walionyesha magunia ya mbolea tunayozungumza sasa. Iwapo mbolea haifiki kiwango cha kimataifa kinachostahili, na wamesema mbolea hii isiuzwe ama isipeanwe, bila shaka ni mbolea gushi. Na nilitaraji uanze kwa kuomba msamaha wa Kenya. Lakini kando na hayo, umeanza mchezo wa paka na panya. Mwenyekiti, hatutakubali na usiruhusu. Nataka tujadili kama watu wazima, nchi na tutazama, tupate mwelekeo na suluhisho kwa matatizo yanayokumba wakulima wa Kenya sasa. Asante.
Senator Mondegi.
Asante mwenyekiti. Kwa asili wa agriculture yangu ni kumfahamisha kuna tofauti ya national government na senate, kwa sababu mlikutana hao kama wanjafanya upelelezi. Sisi tumeenda Embu, tumeenda Nandi, tumeenda Laikipia na tumeona vile hivyo iko. Kwa hivyo siku ya leo ni kikao ya senate, kwa sababu tunajua agriculture ama wizara ya kilimo iko devolved kwa county government. Kwa hivyo ile kazi mlifanya huko sisi hatuenjoy, tunataka ile tunafanya siku ya leo. Asante mwenyekiti.
Senator Chute.
Chair, allow me to remind the CS that this house, when we pass laws go through the National Assembly and it comes here. I want to remind you of the law we've just passed, of housing bill. That bill, we amended 42 amendments. And if you say because you've been before the National Assembly, you don't want to reply questions here, I think you are very wrong. Because you see, we've changed 42. We did 42 amendments. Why did we do that? Because we saw some gaps. And please kindly try to answer questions. This is the Senate, the house you've been for many years. Give us some respect and allow us to ask you questions on behalf of this country, on behalf of the people of this country. And you've been talking about the issue of fake fertilizer and the issue of substandard fertilizer. Yes, your version can be, yes, it can be not fake, but substandard. But we are maintaining as a Senate that this is not substandard, it is fake, purely fake, and completely fake. Thank you very much, Chair.
Your kind permission, because Senator Linturi and now CS has mentioned the issue of res judicata, I would like to say that the purposes of the two houses of Parliament, one is to resolve issues such that 1.2 Schedule 4 of the Constitution has devolved agriculture. So if there is one who had no jurisdiction, actually, is National Assembly. National Assembly deals with the budgeting for you. For you to receive monies, to be able to run the Ministry of Agriculture, that's the work of National Assembly. When there are issues affecting the people in relation to agriculture, and particularly fertilizer, then that is squarely with us. We are the one with the mandate. We are the one with the jurisdiction. The National Assembly did not have jurisdiction at all in accordance with the Constitution. I thank you, Chair.
CS, according to the matters that you have raised regarding you attending the National Assembly, as you know very well in Chapter 8, the Constitution establishes two houses, that's the National Assembly and Senate, and you may be called in any of the two houses to answer questions. So that one means that you are here. You being here is constitutional. You can appear in National Assembly 3 times and come to the Senate 4 or 5 times. That one, there is no question about that. On the matters sub judice, our standing order is very clear. That is standing order 103. It says, notwithstanding the standing order, the Speaker may allow reference to any matter before the Senate or a committee. So this matter, which is here, it's under the name of the Speaker, and therefore we are well constituted and we proceed with it. So, Bwana Waziri, hebu niseme kwamba ukulima umekatuliwa. Na wewe kwa sababu ulikuwa senator katika hili jumba, unajua vizuri kwamba kama kuna vitu mbili zimekatuliwa kikatiba, ni afya na ukulima. Na kwa hivyo, kwa sababu mbolea ya ruzuku imeenda katika gatuzi za Kenya hii, watu ambao wanafaa kusimamia na kujibu kutafuta majibu ya swala hili, nadhani seneti ni mojawapo ambayo inafaa kuangalia maneno. Kwa hivyo, Bwana Waziri, ukiwa hapa, kaa kitako, jibu maswali yote ambayo utaulizwa, alafu nadhani tukitoka hapa tutakuja na suluhu ya hili jambo. Na jambo la mwisho, Waziri, unajua punda ni punda. Hata mpake rangi ya ng'ombe umpeleke sokoni saa 6 atalia kama punda. Sisi kabla ya kukuita hapa hatukutaka kukuletea habari tunayosikia kama kamati. Tuko na tabia kwenda mashinani. Tumezunguka kila mahali kwa sababu ya mbolea. Tuko na video za wakulima ambao wanalia. Inaweza kuwa unasema ya kwamba sio gushi lakini haikufikisha kiwango. Kamusi ya Kiswahili inasema ya kwamba kitu gushi ni kitu ambacho hakijafikisha kiwango. Kwa hivyo hilo ni jambo la Kiswahili.
More Radio 88.2 FM. We are in charge.